Welcome to Absolute Legends. I am Born First, I am Pete, I am back, and today I'm doing something a little bit different to the norm. So I'm going to do a hashtag video. I'm going to do 5, maybe 6 people I want to hashtag this in, and I want to talk about 10 discontinued fragrances that I would love to have back in production because I just think they're fantastic and they should never have been discontinued in the first place. But that's just a personal opinion, and this is why I do these things. So I'm going to hashtag Liebe Aromatics. I'd like to hashtag Trevor over TZ Fragrances. I'm also going to try hashtag Max Forte as well, Ash over at Jensen's, and probably going to do Chris over at Fragmental. So those 5 I'm going to put in the hashtag, and I'll hopefully see what they come up with, and I'd like to see them what they would put in as a discontinued fragrance that they'd like to see back in the full production. But it's just a bit of fun. Don't take it too seriously. I doubt they'll actually even listen to us because quite frankly they don't. But as always, these are 10 discontinued fragrances I want to be back in full production as soon as possible because they are absolutely awesome. So let's crack on into this list. Right, this is in absolutely no particular order. This first one came out in 2006. This is like an oriental, woody, sexy fragrance, and this is absolutely stunning. So this one from Valentino, this is V. I love this fragrance. I think it's great. It's slightly spicy. It's got notes of cumin here, also a bit of mace and amber. But it's also got lovely bits of mandarin orange, sandalwood, cacao, vanilla. It's got everything I want. It's super sexy, really unique, a beautiful fragrance. I would like to say I'd wear this mainly in the spring and the autumn time. I feel that's where it performs the best for me. But again, it's no one's doing anything like this anymore, and that's really a shame. And that's why I would love Valentino to bring this one out. I have 2 bottles of this. I guarantee now I am not going to get through both bottles because quite honestly I love them both. A great one to start off with the list, and I think bring this back, Valentino, please. From 2006, this is Valentino V. Right, this next one also came out in 2006. This is by coincidence. And this one is an absolutely beautiful Oriental Fougere, which is obviously like a barbershop Fougere but with Oriental notes in here. This is Amber Pour Homme by Prada. Now this you could have gone with the intense version, which I do agree is a really nice one, but I could got to pay homage to the original one. This is all got the. Now I've only got a 50ml bottle of this, so I can't go too many on. But obviously mandarin orange, labdanum, vetiver, and patchouli in here. Bit of leather in here, bit of tonka in here. Sweet, sexy. It's so alluring. Again, I would wear it in the neutral seasons of spring and autumn. I think this one performs brilliantly well now. Criminally underrated. I have got a massive 100ml bottle of the intense version as well, and I think both of them are well worth putting here. But I can't deny the originator one. So from 2006, I want this bringing back. This is Prada Amber Pour Homme. Right, this next one is apparently again Axe. Now this is a bit more easy to get hold of than the other 2. But again, if you can find a bottle of this came out in 2018. This is probably my second favourite from this line. There was another one which is has also been discontinued, but this from 2018. This is 1 Million Lucky. Now I do believe there's still bottles out there. I do believe this is still available. I have 2 bottles, so I'm not worried about that. But it's amazing. It's got like plum, ozonic notes. There's also got hazelnuts in here. It's a bit fresh but also fruity. It's also playful. It's got vetiver, it's got patchouli in here, it's got all sorts of different notes in it. Really innovative work. I think it's a great one. This and Privé were my favorite 2, and I believe Privé is being discontinued, and I still have 2 bottles of that, so I'm not worried about that one. This one is a little bit easier to find right now, and again I'd wear this anytime, any place, anywhere. Amazing juice, and if you can see that, that tells you how much I like this juice. A phenomenal scent. So please, if you can bring this one back, bring back 1 Million Lucky. Right, this next one's been gone a while, and there was 2 iterations of this afterwards, but this one is the original version from 2002, and this is from Yves Saint Laurent. This is M7. Now I have gone through about 1/3 of my bottle, so I don't really want to do too much on this, but I'm on one spray. But it's a masculine, dry, woody, sexy fragrance. Got lots of notes here, but it's also a little touch of freshness here with a bit of bergamot. It's also got some orange blossom, but then there's that oud in here which gives it a real manliness to it. The woodiness in here is absolutely sensational. Also got a bit of vetiver, a little bit of musk, it was so far ahead of its time. If it came out now, I guarantee you a lot more people would wear this one. But when it came out in 2002, people didn't have the fragrance community that we have now, which is phenomenal. This one would be an absolute juggernaut, and I absolutely love this one. I was lucky to get a bottle of this when I did. It was discontinued when I tried to buy this one, and I did pony up a little bit more money than I would like to. But I honestly think it was one of the best investments I ever made. Sexy, great, wear this in autumn and winter, and you will smell like $1,000,000. This one is Yves Saint Laurent M7, the original version. Right, my next one I'm going to pick up, I talk about came out 10 years ago. It has been discontinued. I'm lucky enough to have a backup of this because this one is something else. Now, this is my favorite from this house by a landslide. This is from Dior. This is Fève de Luce. Now, you can see, as a 250ml bottle, I've hammered that. And I've got, luckily, like I said, I've got another backup of 250ml. So I'm okay for the minute for that one. But this is just something else. It is so fresh, but it's so creamy. It's also got mint, bergamot, some freshness off top, which really sets the tone up. But nicely, also got some bits of jasmine in here, but you can't really tell it's lots of flowers. It's just light in the background. But it's then that vanilla, cacao pod, all that stuff there, leather, benzoin, cedar. It's just thick, it's sexy, it's I've got so many compliments off this thing. I've lost count. It's one of those, I think, if you've got a bottle of this, cherish it. Don't waste it too much. Like I said, I'm very lucky I've got a backup of this, and this one is an amazing one. So if Dior ever made this into an extra or Parfum version or whatever version it is, I would buy 3 bottles of it because I think it's amazing. My next one is Fève de Luce by Dior. Right, this next one came out 14 years ago, which is a long time ago. This whole line was amazing, and I do think they're starting to do stuff with this again. They have just brought out a recent new one. The old stuff, it's hard to beat this stuff. From 2011, this is Mugler Pure Havana. I want this back in production because I'm telling you now, if they did a Parfum or Absolute version of this, this would sell ridiculous numbers. I'm not joking. This is a vanillic fougere oriental vanilla fragrance. It's also got that cacao in here. It's got that tobacco cherry notes in it. Really, really nice. It's got French labdaman. It's also got patchouli, tobacco. There's so much going on here. It's so rich, it's so creamy, and it's almost like buttery sexiness. It just goes on your skin, and it's there, and you just waft it around, and people go, "What's that?" And you go, "It's this." And it's just like, yeah. Especially in the fall and winter time, this one is an absolute juggernaut. Now, luckily, again, I've got 2 bottles of this, so I'm not going to run out anytime soon. But Mugler, if you want to do like a Parfum version of this, or whatever version of this, bring this back because this is sexy, sexy stuff. So my next one I would say is Mugler Pure Havana. Right, this next one, it came out in 2010, and probably for the longest time, this was a cheapy gem. It was amazing. Either version, the EDP or the EDT, was worth getting, and then they just went, nah. It's not that. It's one of the best bottles in the business, and this is from Van Cleef & Arpels. Now, this is the EDT version. I do have the EDP version upstairs, but this, oh, just dropped this thing. Right, sorry, the cap bit came off from there, but it's all back now, so it's all sorted. This one, obviously, like I said, 2010. This is a real beautiful leather fragrance with also almonds in here. It's also got some benzoin. Performs really well, even because it's an EDT. I get 7 to 8 hours off my skin. Again, presentation wise, it's beautiful. It's like almost like that a powdery iris notes in it. Now, I don't know if that's actually in it. It is absolutely stunning, and I would love for this to come back out, either the EDP or the EDP, EDT or EDP. Amazing one that everyone should know about. This one. It's got a hype for good reason. It smells phenomenal. So my next one I would say is Van Cleef & Arpels Midnight in Paris EDT, back in production. Right, this next one also came out in 2018, and this one is an absolute juggernaut. Now I have a massive 200ml bottle. I don't need this much, but I have this much because honestly, it's an amazing fragrance. From Hugo Boss, this is the scent Private Accord. This one is a rich, sexy coffee fragrance with maninka, also a bit of pineapple, which freshens everything up in here. It smells absolutely wonderful. It's also got some benzoin in, patchouli, amberwood. It's just a real good fragrance. Again, I'd probably wear this in 3 out of 4 seasons, so spring, autumn and winter. I probably wouldn't wear this this summer. I just think it's a little too heavy for that sort of time of year. If it's so hot that it's projecting, it just doesn't work for that one. But again, a phenomenal scent, and I love this one. The whole scent line actually is really good. Even Pure Accord, I think that's a nice one, but I think it's more for spring and summer. Even the magnetic one is a good one. Parfum, Le Parfum, they're all fantastic, but this one for me is the best one by a landslide. If Hugo Boss brought this back, I might even buy another 200ml bottle. This one was about 38 quid when I got this, so there's another fantastic one. So this is Hugo Boss, the scent, Private Accord. Right, last two, and this one came out in 2014. This line as well is very well known. It's a good house, but this one kind of came, kind of went, and no one really batted an eyelid about this one. But I have, from Victor & Rolf, this is Spice Bomb, like fresh. This one is a gorgeous scent. So pull the grenade thing. So obviously you've still got tobacco in here. You've still got some nuances from the DNA that you originally had. So there also now it's got lavender, some sea salt, some sweetness in here. Pepper, grapefruit, which freshened it all up. Really nicely done. Touch of amber in here. A really criminally underrated fragrance, and it came, kind of went with the wind. And luckily I have 2 bottles of this, because when I realized it was discontinued, I bought 2, and I have still used probably about 15ml of this bottle. Still got another full one to go. So this one again is another great one. I will actually wear this in the summer, even though it's got tobacco and a few other notes in here, which is a few spice in it. This still smells absolutely phenomenal. So my second to last one is Victor & Rolf Spice Bomb Fresh. Right, finally we come to the end of the first lot. If you want me to do a part 2, please let me know in the comments, and I'll happily do a part 2, because there's so many discontinued phrases I think are well worth bringing back in production. This one came out in 2016, and again this line is a phenomenal. But this one's a more underrated one, and this is Bulgari Man in Black cologne. This is almost like a oriental floral style fragrance, and this is a beautiful one. It's got notes of benzoin, tuberose, it's also got amber, sandalwood, some musk in here. It's also got that rum, a touch of citrus in here, and it's so good. It's criminally underrated. Now I would actually wear this in the summer. I still wear it anytime, any place, anywhere. And I think it's one of those hidden gems that is just so underappreciated. And Black Orient is another one I'd say is massively underappreciated. Again, I still like the Parfum version of this one, but again, that's on my to get list. This one, I was so happy to pick this one up. And I got it for a reasonable price as well, which is always a bonus. So my last one I want to bring back in production from Discontinued is Bulgari Man in Black cologne. Right, so after all this discontinuation, let's tell you what I'm wearing in scent of the day. Right, my scent of the day is, and it came out in 2006, and this is a woody, spicy little fragrance, but it's also got a touch of mango in here. Yes, this is Ralph Lauren Polo Double Black. Also got coffee in here. It's a beautiful fragrance. Very fresh, very invigorating, but it's still like that woody tones in here. It smells absolutely phenomenal. The coffee is very rich and invigorating, especially nice in this one. I just felt it isn't right for today. So my scent today is Ralph Lauren Double Black. But as always, let me know in the comments what your scent today is. That is mine. This is Ralph Lauren Polo Double Black. Right, so they have 10 discontinued phrases I would love to have back in production. As always, I want to see what Neeb Alpha Aromatics said, Chris over at Fragmental say, Trevor at T7 Fragrances, Ash at Gensent, and Max Floyd. Gentlemen, let's see what your video is all about and see what other beautiful discontinued phrases you'd like to bring back. As always, if you want a top 10 list of phrases for you or a question, hit me up in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. And also, if you want to top, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram at Fun with Fragrances. And as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.